Hello and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to kill my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hi, everybody. And also, could I get just like a smash cut of every different intonation Andy has done for those intros across all 33 episodes? I'd like that.
Adam, get on that. And speaking of Adam,
get on that.
Speaking of Adam, do that. Adam's playing the Halfling Rogue, Burbage Kemp.
I will not be doing that.
Lena playing the Goliath Barbarian, Stormbringer.
Hi.
Jay playing the Drow Elf Druid, Vamaris.
Goodbye, everyone.
Indeed. This is probably Jay's last time playing Vamaris. Well, we'll see.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. No, he's probably not going to die.
I might die.
Probably. And you fools can draw in the background. I got a couple announcements going on here. All right. So every Friday at 9 Eastern Standard Time, 7 Mountain, we do this episode of Goats and Dragons. You can watch us in our archive on YouTube under Helpful Goat Gaming. And tonight is episode number 33. So you have 32 episodes to watch on YouTube if you'd like prior to this. Don't do that right now, because then you'll miss this one. Do it later. That's fine. And hold on to your haversacks. Pork fried dice. They're a fun D&D podcast. You should check them out. You can catch them on Stitcher. You can catch them on iTunes. You can catch them on Spotify. I'm sure wherever podcasts are. Friends of the podcast. We do enjoy them. And we had a friend write a book. And it wasn't Adam. Sleepwalker, the newest novel by Michael Whistler, is a near-future cyberpunk thriller about Riley, a woman who discovers that her soul identity is a lie and her brain has been reprogrammed. Caught up in a technological race with far-reaching international political implications, Riley must figure out who to trust so she can uncover the truth behind the sinister program that stole her life. Sleepwalker, the book, is available wherever books are sold. Ebook is on multiple platforms at Kindle, iBooks, Nook, and more. And for more information, www.michaelwhistler, spelled MichaelWhisler.com/sleepwalker. Also, we are affiliate, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And as a reminder, everyone who has Amazon Prime, you're able to get Twitch Prime, which allows you to subscribe for free. So super easy to link the accounts and get that set up. We would love it if you happen to do that and then subscribe to us. Thank you so much for those who follow the channel. We really, really appreciate the support. And if you like what you're seeing, tell your friends, please. We are friendly for the most part and lovable and tender. We're tender. We're very tender.
No.
Moving on.
I'm sorry. With that, let's begin. Oh, God, what have you drawn? With that, let's begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's my Tom Waits version tonight.
Previously on Goats and Dragons, the family strode into Wistemere, walked past the mayor, toward the tavern, and as they were about to enter, on this chilly, rainy evening, an elf with a wide-brimmed hat and scars across his face stepped out of the tavern, nearly bumping into Vamaris. This person, Vamaris remembers, killing his mother. He wants answers more than anything. But when he follows him through the streets, as Vamaris is a cat, the old man turns, throws a knife at him. They briefly talk, as the others are attempting to secure lodging for the night, but Vamaris can't control himself any longer, and goes for the stranger's throat. Thus starts our epic fight. This foe is unlike anything the party has seen. And now, Stormbringer has succumbed to the onslaught that is a druid of the highest order. We begin this evening as the town around them begins to go up in flames, and the druid himself has transformed into some sort of rock creature. Stormbringer, please make your first death save.
Yay!
You are not currently dead.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Nice. Well done.
Nice. Yeah.
Smooth and natural dialogue. Yeah. There we go.
All right. Due to the incredible pounding that this druid seems to have taken, you would think that the creatures, the giant creatures surrounding them, would have disappeared from a concentration that was broken on their magic. However, that is not quite the case. And the rock creature still stands here before you. Hurt, incredibly hurt. But still moving. Charity, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
First things first, I am still adjusting to this new, character sheet for the angel. Sorry.
Yeah.
I also like how in this entire recap, the fact that I turned into an angel isn't even mentioned.
yeah, that was actually, it was a couple down, yeah. Oh yeah, Charity became a terrifying angel of...
Yeah, you left
Life.
out Burbage's eyebrow dye stuff.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
The world's
Believe I
best
did.
crit.
God damn it.
No, there's not. First off, the angel is going to point at Stormbringer, and sort of in her unconscious mind, she'll hear Charity's voice. Get up. And healing word, healing her for 7.
Sweet.
Beautiful.
Then I am going to turn my attention back to the ugly little lump in front of me, who currently looks like a rock, and hit him with a longsword.
Beautiful.
A longsword made out of holy fire.
Of course.
14.
All right. You cleave off a large chunk of rock that crumbles to the ground, and it instantly sort of becomes kind of a dust.
Do I do damage?
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
do I roll the damage though, Andy?
Please.
So
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. The attack misses. Oh, it's a 14. I thought that was 14 damage. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Your weapon bounces off his rock hide. I got your hopes up. I'm sorry.
That was
that was
awful.
shitty, Andy.
Evil. Yeah, that was evil. I'm so sorry. Yeah. No. You're all gonna die. But yeah.
How about a 19?
How about a 19? That hits.
Okay. He'll take 23 damage.
The monster itself crumbles and falls to the ground in dust. You have killed it. Would you like to move, Charity? That seemed anticlimactic. Oh man, that's weird.
Are the crocodiles still crocodiles?
Yeah, crocodiles are still crocodiles.
God
certainly.
damn it, Andy.
Do you remember that I have true sight?
Oh.
Yes, I do.
So, I'm sorry, I guess I should have double specified. Was that rock monster still actually the druid? Because I can see through his shape
No, I'm
shifting.
sorry. Yeah, you absolutely can. It looked like he was still the druid, so that's weird. Yeah, it definitely looked like that was still the druid. In fact, I'll do this. You're so attuned to your true sight that you would understand that that is part of the druid. Then it must not have been the entirety of him.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hover. No, I think I'll just hover up a few more feet and
Yeah.
sort of move here, I guess.
All right.
And that should do it.
All right. Now let me look up actually something about.
God damn it, Andy.
Because I wonder if you can. Actually, could you read it to me?
True sight?
Yeah. Do you have that up?
Let me. Sorry,
It's not-
my character sheet just says I have true sight. But I can get to the appendix, I think, because I have my book next to me. All of this is assuming that true sight is.
I just pulled it up. I can read it.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Because it's not a condition, so it's not in the appendix. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's weird.
A creature with true sight can, out to a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceives the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the creature can see into the ethereal plane.
Yes. Awesome. Good. So you're good. Yeah. You don't see anything else.
Okay.
There's a weird, odd condition here that.
But that's why I was trying to double check that, like, I can see the crocodiles with, like, the outline of a horse sort of standing in them.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I meant to make sure of. I'm probably 15 feet above the ground so that the crocodiles can't reach me.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that's it.
All right.
Did you say Burbage?
I believe so.
I didn't hear it, but
All right.
Oh, Burbage Kemp. Burbage Kemp. The
say
Kemp
it,
of
say it multiple times to make up for it, Andy.
That's what I'm doing.
So last I knew, Burbage was on top of a giant snake,
Yo.
and then the snake turned it back into Vamaris.
Yes.
So I've fallen to the ground.
You probably
How-
just piggyback on him.
Or I'm still piggyback riding Vamaris. No, I'm comfortable saying that we just toppled. That's fine.
Separately, yeah.
Yeah. How tall are these crocodiles?
About 15 feet tall. They're terrifying and gigantic. Nearly the size of houses in this small town.
Okay, so, sorry. Amend my hover height, then?
Okay.
Because I think I said 15. I didn't realize they were that tall.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Sorry.
I did specify, and I don't feel bad about that. Like, I wanted to be out of their reach.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, yeah. So 25, let's say.
Zzz.
I would like to disengage, use my cunning action to disengage from this crocodile to my left,
Yeah.
and then climb this dead crocodile
Ooh.
to its highest point, I mean, if it's dead, it might not be quite as high, but I would just like to get on top of it and get some distance between me and the living one.
Okay.
Which is second story work, so it shouldn't be.
That's easy for you. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, you climb all the way up.
And I know, unfortunately, right now, I think I only technically have one crossbow because I had to drop the other one over by Stormbringer. So I'll just do one crossbow attack on. I think on actually one of these over by Stormbringer. Maybe this one.
Yeah.
I'll do a crossbow attack on him.
Okay.
And I should get sneak attack since it's adjacent to
Stormbringer's technically awake, so yes.
easy to forget because her token's still.
She's still prone, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right, hand crossbow with a magical bolt.
All right. That just bounces off its hide. With a 10.
That is bad.
That's bad. These things are still very nasty. Vamaris.
Okay, so Vamaris is like looking around, panicking, just a little bit.
Yeah.
The angel makes him feel better, but
Sure.
the crocodiles don't. And he is now very bloody. He watched Burbage scramble up. He's looking at Stormbringer get up slowly, or is she still prone?
She's still prone, yeah. Though awake and just slowly kind of getting up at this point, yeah.
So he's going to run up to Stormbringer. Actually, can I move without having an attack on me? Are they looking at me?
Yeah, I don't think these things have reach, so... Yeah, I think...
Okay.
Nah.
I can't tell if you're adjacent to me already. I can't see the squares on this thing.
I don't think I quite
I
am
think
yet.
he's one away.
Okay.
It was also the tokens all got kind of moved when that spell hit,
Okay.
because we had to shuffle a bunch of stuff around.
Okay, so Vamaris is going to scramble up to Stormbringer and last-ditch effort, he's going to touch her shoulder and say, "Sorry I didn't do this sooner." And I'm going to polymorph her into a giant ape. Or, yeah.
Oh,
Badass.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, it's bigger than I thought.
Alright, so I'm going to put Stormbringer over here for now. You're still
Oh,
a giant
it's
ape
huge.
on the ground.
Just laying
technically.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and with
yeah.
my bonus action, I'm going to start healing myself
Alright.
with a quick healing word.
Cool.
And that will be 5 HP.
Nice. Stormbringer, you should be able to have access to the giant ape in your journal. No?
That just sounds
I
really
saw-
funny.
So, can I also scramble up to where Burbage is?
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, it takes the rest of your movement totally to get up there, but...
Ish. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just be, like, hiding.
Alright. Alright. The crocodiles, seeing this giant new threat, are all going to immediately try to attack this thing still on the
Laying
ground.
on the ground.
Oh
not
yeah,
a
so they
threat.
definitely have Oh no! You're the scariest thing these things have ever seen at this moment.
Poor horse crocodile.
Okay. What's your AC as a ape?
12.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. They all hit.
Oh dear.
Let's do the first 3 and see if you're still around. Okay. 74 points of damage.
Okay, that doesn't kill me.
Okay. So we'll keep going here. And 36 points of damage.
I'm still up.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Wow.
I can't see a way to track it in the giant ape character sheet, so I've got it open on Notepad.
Cool. No, you're good then. I mean, I can. How much was it total? I can.
110 total.
Oof.
I can do it on the token itself. I think.
Okay,
I think
cool.
you can too, but. Excellent. Another one of these rock creatures morphs out of the stone itself, and starts kind of making its way over toward the ape. It's going to try to slam the ape here.
Okay.
27 hits for
Yeah.
13 bludgeoning damage. I took it off the thing.
Okay, cool.
And
As a quick check, do I see the druid in that?
you do, yeah. Yeah, it's now you now wonder if the druid is not actually fully in it, but is controlling it almost like an avatar of sorts.
But it feels like it's him shapeshifted. Or no?
It does feel like a shape form of him. Yes. Which feels weird to you. Like, how could they be both? How indeed, though. All right. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Oh, giant ape, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
How smart are giant apes?
Super,
Yeah, they're not.
super
They're
smart.
actually relatively. I think they're wiser than Stormbringer. It's more. I'm just.
6
I
elf
guess it
bird,
doesn't
honey.
look like I have like proficiency or anything yet.
No, never mind. Don't make that. Don't make that. saving
Oh, I
Doesn't
rolled
matter.
it.
It doesn't.
Nah, it's good. He's fine. No, he's good.
Okay.
No, instead, instead it's yeah, this. So
What?
a snaky flame starts to try to wrap around the giant ape, and it's
Not
going
cool.
to hit for 12 fire damage.
Including with disadvantage? That ape is prone.
Oh yeah. Is this? Yeah, it is a ranged attack.
It's a ranged
so-
attack.
Yeah. Let me roll again. A 13. Nope,
Damn.
that still hits. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be 12 fire damage.
Okay. I put it on.
Yeah, we'll take the lower one because then I rolled 25 fire damage.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do 25.
We'll do the 12.
Okay.
God damn it. All right. Charity, you're looking around frantically. You don't see where this spell is coming from. You You don't exactly see what's going on here. You're almost positive this thing couldn't have cast the spell. So you're really confused about all of this. Stormbringer, your turn.
Okay, so I'm an ape. Does standing up provoke attacks of opportunity?
It would, yeah.
Can I attack from prone?
Not really. What is
I
your
can't
attack?
punch people from prone?
I'm also gonna
I mean,
ask.
technically, no.
You could arm swipe, leg swipe,
I mean,
I even have reach.
yeah,
start breakdancing.
you do have reach. How about this? From prone, I'll let you attack something 5 feet away. If you don't want to get up.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get up.
Lazy
'Cause-
ape.
Well, no, then I might just die.
You can still take the disengage action.
Yeah, you could absolutely do that.
I guess I could,
And
pull out, but that kind of
You
defeats the
definitely
purpose of
are the scariest thing here. You are 100% sure they'll chase you.
They'll chase me. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah, you are extremely sure that they have ignored every other possibility here.
Okay. Disengage is an action.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna disengage, and then how much movement does it cost to stand up? Any?
15
Standing up cost
feet?
movement?
I think it's 15.
Why does standing up cost movement? I just realized that it makes no logical sense.
It's because the idea is it's taking up time.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can move less if you were to stand up and move.
Can I just kind of roll at my normal movement speed?
Straight up Donkey Kong this is what you're saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
I love the initiative. Give me an acrobatics check, yeah, and we'll see if you can roll away.
I don't feel like I
Otherwise-
have acrobatics, so should
It would
that
just
just
be a
be
dex check.
a dex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna get a slightly bigger
Can it be
penalty by
athletics?
trying to roll away.
Can it be an athletics
Uh,
thing? Athletes know how to roll.
Yeah. You're
Groundwork.
physical tumble rather than a.
Okay.
It's a little more
I
Temple
rolled
of
a
Doom.
21 for athletics.
That's amazing. I think so. Yeah, I think you can just curl into a ball and roll away as quick as you can.
Sweet, and I'm disengaging.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is this stuff over here still on fire?
Yeah, that field is over here. Is on.
I probably shouldn't roll into the fire. Do I have dark vision? Because otherwise I can't actually see. Do giant apes have
You
dark
can
vision?
see pretty well. There's a lot of fire going on.
There's
Not
a
the
lot
direction I was trying to go. Okay, they don't.
The house is definitely catching on fire a little bit more.
I feel like that should expand the light out a little more then.
Oh, sure. Yeah, this could, if you want to go this way.
Second charity on the field.
There.
I like how we have this whole, like, arrow system that's now up.
Moving something that is 10 feet across is really confusing. I think I moved 40 feet.
Yeah, you start from his reach, and then you can finish with this square.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
so you can go the fullest extent from your farthest
Okay.
square starting in a direction with your last square finishing 40 feet away from that, or
Okay.
50 or whatever.
Cool. And I'm not actually standing in fire, right? I just kind of have my back to.
Did you actually, like, get up while you did that then? Like, you sort of rolled up.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I did that. I'm
So
standing.
you're no longer prone in a
Yeah.
ball. on the ground.
Okay, and this whole time I've just been making ape noises, which are very similar to Stormbringer's normal battle noise. It's just kind of grunting and screaming, "Rah, rah," you know.
I
like
feel
Yeah.
I feel like the angel has like its head cocked. as it looks at the ape and is sort of nodding.
And you see, everyone sees these crocodiles immediately turn their head to follow the ape. There is absolutely no doubt they're all about the ape. All about that
Vamaris looks visibly relieved.
As you should. And Gary has definitely kind of crawled over to you. You could easily mount him if you wanted to at any point.
And that's my turn.
Was that only... Oh, no, disengage. Yep, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, Charity.
I'm going to check on something, Andy, because you had specified something, and I get the sense that I might have an idea of what's going on, because I might have used one of these enemies before.
Good, because I don't.
And I'm going to problematize that.
Okay.
So you're saying that I see these, and there's like these 3 boulders, and there's Galabdur, but I don't feel like that's maybe actually the Druid's one. Like, that feels different than when it was the invisible thing.
Right. Yes.
And you had said that the thing that was like the fiery snake was sort of a powered up version of Produce Flame.
Yes.
Produce Flame has somatic components. Even if it's transformed, it still has to satisfy the components.
You are... Yes, definitely. You are correct. Give me a perception check to see if you saw the somatic component being used.
Cool. Oh, sweet. Holy Jesus. I'm sorry. The NPC one is just like all of the skills are in a giant block. And I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's really good. That's really good. You saw this rock over here, like, lift his hand real quick, and then and then curl back into a rock.
Okay. 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 Charity's just pissed. So, sorry, just pondering.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna fly over to this.
Uh-huh.
And at this, the the angel is just smirking down at the rock at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that would be a crit hit.
I was gonna say you had advantage because he's trying to not move very purposefully.
Okay.
Well, but I don't think you can do better than that. So
12, 26, 48 damage.
all right.
Wow.
Also roll on the table for me.
Oh, yes. Minus 10 feet of movement. I literally just hewed through its legs.
A giant piece of rock has sundered off and fallen into ash to the ground. And as the thing sort of uncurls, you see that, it doesn't have a normal foot. It's just a stump of something there. How much damage was that?
46.
Wasn't it 48?
I thought it was 48.
Oh, yes, you're right. 48. Sorry.
Okay, either one. The crocodiles disappear
Fuck yes.
and turn back into normal horses. So once I find them, hold on.
Who I feel like are now wondering why the fuck they're charging at the giant ape in the burning field.
Giant ape wonders that too.
No, the giant ape probably wonders what they taste like.
I think I'm a vegetarian ape.
Do the dead crocodiles turn back into horses?
Yes, the dead crocodiles turn back into dead horses.
Which is honestly less horrifying than their horse tokens being in a 5-foot square.
Yeah.
Because the cubicle horses were pretty creepy as I looked at that. I had forgotten to full screen that.
Burbage, Vamaris, and Gary go for their own shared tumble.
Yay! I love tumbles.
Tumbles, tumbles.
We all fall down.
All right. Charity, that was
Is that still a Galabdur?
It is, yeah. And again, you see absolutely the visage of the druid in front of you.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Oh, you mean like this guy here? Is he still a Galabdur?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
There was also a problem with that because I know the Galabdur stat block.
What?
That the Galabdur's ability is a concentration ability.
Oh, is it too?
Technically, the horses would have already procced off.
What ability?
Galabdurs get like a spell-like ability to turn things into rocks.
Did he do that?
That's presumably where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Oh.
my gosh, it is concentration.
Because I know that
So-
these aren't him. I can distinguish between the two.
Wait, so if that's should I not have taken the damage from the crocs?
Oh no, absolutely you do. Yeah. No, he's a solo villain.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
a
that's
little
fine.
overpowered. But yeah.
But is he still maintaining that then?
Yeah, he would not maintain that one then.
And
That
I'm going to now make my second attack. And I have advantage, right? I just didn't need it. That first one. 23.
Hits. Yep.
For so many dice splashing, but only 13 damage.
All right.
It rolled twice on my screen.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna lift back up a little bit. So, once again, I'm out of this thing's range. I don't know what its range is. Well, I won't even say that because that's a little too much. I'm outside of like a 5-foot reach or what I would think it could normally attack if I've seen it.
I gotcha.
Sorry.
All right. Burbage Camp.
So, so Burbage is going to get himself up off the ground and just sort of be like, God damn it, why does every body that I get on top of end up changing underneath of me?
At this, you're going to see the angel's head turn towards you.
If I see that, Burbage is just gonna kind of look uncomfortable. He's never been looked at by an angel before.
Oh, if only that was true.
Oh, yeah. All right, and so Burbage is gonna look around like, did we win? All the bad guys gone. What is
Vamaris
happening?
shaking his head.
Oh, really? You think so? All right.
The angel is also slightly shaking its head.
Oh God!
I think Gary is also shaking his head while he's probably moving towards the dead horse.
Right.
All right. Okay, fine. All right. Okay, so Burbage is gonna run down here and pick up the crossbow that he dropped, as well as the healing potion if it's still over here.
It is.
I'll grab those two. And now I should be within visual range of the thing
This
that
rock thing on the corner.
the angel is attacking. I
Yes.
feel like Burbage is smart enough to put 2 and 2 together
And make 3.
to make 3. So I'll try to hit that guy with my crossbow.
All right.
I don't know with the movement I made and with picking up the second crossbow and the healing potion, I don't know if I can really dual wield those believably. Or
No, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna do my my 2 crossbow attack
All right.
with magical bolts. Hopefully.
18. And a... Okay, the 26 should hit.
Wow.
Both hit. Both hit.
Nice.
Yeah, you're
All
good.
right. So I'm gonna do
It
the
won't be
attack
s-
and sneak attack for each.
It
It
won't,
won't be sneak.
I moved out of
go with my
engagement range.
And he
Wait,
sees
what?
you then.
I moved out of engagement range. I'm like 20 feet in the air.
Oh, right. Yeah. I
Or
forgot about that.
whatever.
All right, cool. Then let's just roll damage.
All right.
So 6 and 2. Is that right?
Yes, that's extremely disappointing.
Did you roll the
Yep, he did. He rolled a 2 both times.
2 both times?
Here's Here's the thing, though. I don't know why in my character sheet my hand crossbow
Yeah.
damage is 1d6 plus 4 piercing, and my offhand is 1d6 piercing. Does that make sense?
Offhand wielded weapons don't get benefit from your stat increase.
Okay.
To emulate you being less proficient with your non-dominant hand.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And then I'll also do my... I can... d20s for both of them for the walloping bolts.
All right. Yeah. Do it.
That's
Okay.
a miss with a 12. And a 13 also doesn't wallop.
All right.
No wallop.
No. Wallop. Wallop. Vamaris. Unless you want to move a little more, Burbage.
No, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, Vamaris is gonna cross the street and stay near Burbage. And he'll have pulled out a potion and he's going to chug it.
All right.
How much?
2d4 plus 2.
2d.
If it's a normal healing potion. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So 7.
Exactly
Alright.
the average.
Yep. Still bloody, but I feel better. And I'm gonna glare at the rock
All right.
from behind Burbage.
It glares at you. It assumes its sort of full rock form, uncrinkles all of its slats of rock, starts to kind of charge down
Oh, no, I'm
toward
flipping
you.
it off.
And you see it wave its hands. And I need both Burbage and Vamaris to make... what is this? To make Constitution saving throws.
I hate you.
I think Adam might have stepped away for a second. So
Alright, 13 for me.
Okay. I'll roll for Burbage real quick.
God damn it.
Constitution. He got a 2.
Oh.
Each of you please take 26 radiant damage.
is this from a
As
spell?
a giant. It is.
So he takes half.
Giant. Yeah.
He has evasion.
Is that with Constitution or Dexterity?
I thought it was any save.
I think it's only Dex, but let me
Oh.
double check.
Okay, I've never played a rogue up to 7. Sorry.
All good.
If I
Dex,
had an
Dex,
ability
Dex.
pot, holy crap.
And that horse is incinerated.
Yeah, it's specifically a reflex save.
Yep, sorry.
Oh no! I said 26, huh?
You did
Uh,
say that.
Burbage is
Yeah.
exactly down.
But if it's exact, he's not bleeding out at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you guys probably wouldn't.
We
know
wouldn't
that.
necessarily know that. I was just saying. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Reacting to something that was said.
No. Hey, I get it. It's a terrifying fight. You're totally fine to react that way.
I need.
Evaded that attack. What kind of attack was it?
No,
It was
I
a
tried.
Constitution thing. Yeah.
And his ring doesn't.
Galway went to the bat for you.
And his ring doesn't do anything with that.
No.
See, I like how I just feel like I'm the only one that remembers that he has this ring, and I have no idea what it does. So I'm just like,
Even Burbage.
I've seen him take less damage.
Right. All right.
Huh.
Ooh, the server is interrupted, huh?
Okay, so everyone is getting that because I'm like, I'm not actually moving myself. I'm just seeing if my token moves. It does.
Okay. So far, we're okay.
Too.
All right. This rock creature is just like, why won't you die? And
Well, but Maris is
Stormbringer-
like, hot.
Stormbringer, it is your turn. You just see this giant beam of sunlight just sort of roast Burbage and Vamaris and then dissipate.
Quick question. Gary?
Yeah. Oh, yes, please. You haven't really told Gary to do much, but he'll kind of wander back over to you guys to make sure you're... Well, no. Yeah.
He did just
And
watch
he'll-
us get incinerate.
Yeah, and he'll definitely start chewing on this horse. So please, yeah, if you tell him to move you, or you feel that you could ride him, or he could attack something if you asked him to.
And this, just quick check, this little thing is just a graphical leftover from the last spell. I was like, there's not actually a fire there, right?
Yeah.
don't
I mean,
re-
everything's basically...
But yeah, but I'm like, I don't remember setting a specific fire on the stone road.
Right.
Is it my go?
Stormbringer? Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna move 5 feet. And then, well, grunting what a giant ape sounds like, why won't you die? So it's more like, "Rah-rah-rah-rah!" I'm going to chuck a rocket.
Did you actually hit Andy with a rock?
What was that?
That was me just, breaking a coffee cup. Hold on.
Oh, I rolled a crit. I rolled a crit.
Oh my god.
Sorry, the timing,
Yeah.
the timing on that was perfect. I'm gonna chuck a rock at him. Clink, 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 clink. Huh. She's mighty, indeed.
Yeah, please. Please go ahead and
Table?
roll some... Damn,
That's
that's
a lot of fucking damage.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Monkey smash.
That's 53 damage?
Yeah.
Monkey smash.
Can you roll on the crit table for me? I still don't know where that is.
No worries. Yeah, I'll get you.
Oh.
Alas.
He doesn't have a shield to sunder.
Doesn't have a shield to dislodge. Yeah. Alright. This thing is absolutely destroyed.
Fuck yeah.
And quickly from the dust, this druid sort of bursts forth and dust flies everywhere. The old man looks kind of terrifying, beat down, extremely tired, but very, very focused still on Vamaris.
Okay. And can I kind of stand on houses? No, I think there's room for me there. I think.
Okay. Where? What house?
Am I
Oh,
like
yeah.
standing on Gary there?
I mean, it's close, but you're fine, yeah.
Okay.
To be
So
fair,
I'm gonna
he's
move
vines.
here, 'cause that's just my
It's
movement.
mostly vines. Yeah.
And I'm gonna beat on my ape chest, and I'm obviously grunting at him, and ape fight me, which sounds like.
Jesus, okay.
So, hopefully he comes fights me.
Alright.
That's my full turn.
Charity.
Let me think about one thing real fast.
Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna swoop in And thingy. Swing at him with my sword.
Okay.
17. 17 to hit.
That hits. Yep, that hits. Yeah, yeah.
17 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again. 24 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
31 damage.
Okay.
I am going to Battlefield Inspiration. I'll just click on it so people can see it. Myself, the ape, and Vamaris.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm referring to... I don't know why in our transformed forms I refer to us solely as the things that we are, because I keep calling myself the angel instead of just charity. And then I'm going to Healing Word Burbage.
Okay.
For 9. Welcome back, Burbage.
Yay.
Thank you.
So you should be conscious. And I'm going to stay in engagement range this time.
All right.
Flapping and glowering.
Don't die.
Burbage, your turn.
I feel hot. I feel like I got burned. Did I get burned? Vamaris, what happened? Oh, he's not. He's still attending to that broken fire. Or broken,
That broken fire!
Alright, Burbage is going to drink one of these healing potions. What do I roll?
2d4 plus 2, assuming you're drinking the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll drink the whole thing.
So
I
5.
rolled 3.
Yeah.
So 5. That's fine.
And that can be a bonus action for you.
It can be a bonus action.
With cunning action,
Sure.
yep. If you'd like that. Just tell me if that's what you...
Yeah. I suppose that works. And, alright, third time's the charm. I'm going to climb Gary.
All right.
And I will go ahead and try to do a single crossbow attack on the druid.
Gotcha.
Walloping bolt, or no?
Yes, walloping bolt.
Before you, like, crit on it and it does something.
Ooh, a 5. Or a 12 with a hand crossbow.
I'm afraid that does not hit.
Blast! Alright.
Vamaris.
Okay.
I was going to say, is Vamaris here?
Yeah. The crisis is over. Well, it's not though, because now I'm looking at my HP.
A different kind of coffee.
This is a no good, very bad day. I'm gonna immediately healing word
Gotcha.
myself.
Sure. Why not?
So that's gonna be 3.
All right.
That's helpful.
3 saved you last time. Yeah, I mean.
I'm gonna immediately pull out my potion again, and I'm gonna go back to chugging it.
All right.
And I'm gonna glare at this fucking druid and his stupid face.
Nice.
Whew. So is that actually 8 or
That's
do
10.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
And now I look a little bit more stable. And what's the status of the druid? Like, what's he look like?
Touched by an
pretty
angel.
hurt. Yeah, like real. Yeah, touched by an angel. Real hurt.
All right. That's my turn for now.
All right. He stands up straight, places his hands on himself. He waves his hand in front of him, mutters a bit to himself, and you see sort of a green glow just erupt over him and then kind of flash upward. Many of the wounds that he had sustained are now closed, and he looks to have renewed strength. He then turns to face you, Charity, and just kind of glaring at you. I should take care of you first, then, huh? But that's it. That's all he can do, Stormbringer.
At that, the angel is laughing. And you've noticed this, the family has noticed this effect. Whenever the angel speaks, you can't hear anything. You hear bells, but you can't understand anything. But the world itself seems to warp a little bit. And you can see all of, like, the angles of the roofs as the laugh is happening seem to point more sharply at the druid. But I digress. Donkey Kong?
Stormbringer. Donkey Kong.
Oh. Yeah, fuck it, right?
Pretty much.
YOLO!
I mean, what else do you want to do?
Well, I could throw rocks at him. Throwing rocks at him is not as effective as beating his ass with my ink
Alright.
fist.
Do you have reach?
You're right, I do.
I think, yeah.
Because I remember you said reach at some point. So one closer, I think.
Yeah, so I just need to move one close.
I mean, I don't know if you
There?
can just move one close. No, I mean, that's like really into the house at that point. I don't know.
No, it's
quite if you
mostly
can
just
get
like on the
there.
little tiny corner of the house.
She's swinging off the corner like King Kong.
Donkey Kong!
I'm a fucking giant ape.
God damn it! Give me an athletics check to cling to the side of the house to swipe at this thing. I'll allow that.
So I rolled a
Okay,
27.
Easily. Yeah,
Sweet!
you hop up on the side of this burning house. Your arm almost goes through a window as you latch on. You tear off shingles and get a grip as you just smack at this thing. So go ahead and give me
Sweet.
an attack roll.
So I rolled a 14 for my first one.
That he just barely is able to dodge out of the way of that.
Okay, second fist attack. And I rolled a 22.
Oh, super hits. Yeah.
So 22 bludgeoning damage from this ape Stormbringer who is
Arrgh.
screaming incoherently as Stormbringer often does.
All right. Yeah, you smash into him. It takes all his strength just to stay upright as such a powerful fist is thrust at him.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Charity.
Sorry.
You good?
I'm gonna healing word the ape.
Okay.
Because 8 damage is or 8 healing is a real big refilling of that bottomless ocean. That neared its bottom.
Cool.
Then I am going to swing my burning longsword at him. That is a 10 plus a d4 for 12. 12 to a hit.
Does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. I'm going to inspiration that.
Okay.
And the d4. 13. I don't think it's 13 to hit.
No, I'm afraid that misses as well.
Okay.
Now it's his turn to just chuckle and laugh at you.
Okay, and that'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get a move, or I figured you'd want to stay in.
Yeah, I'm staying in range.
I get you.
All right, so from atop Gary.
Oh, sorry, there is one other thing. Battlefield inspiration is going to go to the ape, Burbage, and myself.
I forgot to use my battlefield inspiration last time. Can I retroactive that for the first attack that missed? It's okay if no. I should be keeping better track of this.
We'll say no on that.
Okay.
I'll try to remember. As a trade-off, I'll try to remember to warn people who have it.
Okay.
Cool.
So, Burbage, you have battlefield inspiration. You can add a d4 to your hit. Your roll to hit.
Cool. All right. Okay, yeah, so from atop Gary, the shambling mound, I will try to do my fancy double hand crossbow attack on the druid with walloping bolts. Let's see what happens. A 16 with a hand crossbow, and
That does it. Yeah.
the 9 on the offhand crossbow.
That does not, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna roll a d4 for that one, I guess, with
Okay.
battlefield inspiration. 12 total.
Not quite. No.
Oh. All right, so I'll roll damage on the hand crossbow.
You do have sneak attack.
I do have sneak
definitely
attack since you're within range.
I am flapping at him.
Yeah.
Druids.
Jesus.
So that was 9 piercing damage and then 17 sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes.
And I'll also roll a d20 for the walloping bolt. See if that.
Wall up.
I got a 1, but I'm gonna re-roll it. I think I can, right?
Halflings are weird like that. I think you can roll every one.
Yeah, I think anything that is a 1, a halfling is allowed to re-roll. It's just like if a d20 rolls a 1.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
think
all right,
luck
I'm gonna-
would cover that, but I think the halfling one does. We'll say it does. You're incredibly lucky, Burbage.
Yes.
When I said
think-
incredibly lucky and you rolled a 2,
I think that's the universe saying, "Hey guys, you should review the luck trait because
Probably,
it
yeah.
doesn't
Well,
cover this."
here it's the universe saying you guys aren't actually sure. We'll hedge our bets.
yeah, fine.
It's just not going to make a difference.
All right, Vamaris. He is back to looking hurt and bloodied. He has an arrow straight in his back from Burbage, but his eyes are still pretty fixed on the angel in front of him.
Okay, so yeah, he's turned his back to me.
Indeed.
All right. To those paying attention, Vamaris' staff is shillelagh'd now, and he's going to charge and whack him on the back of the head.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Oh, the very first attack you've ever done. I mean, like, yeah, remember that first day back in Federo? The first thing you ever did was shillelagh a dude.
I know, right?
Now you're attempting to shillelagh your worst
I'm
nightmare.
assuming I hit with a 16.
You did, yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I got so choked up there.
It's so beautiful.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
All right. 8 damage.
8 damage.
All right. He sort of hisses behind his shoulder. I'll deal with you in a minute.
I'll spit on him.
Wow.
Jesus. I like berserk mode Vamaris.
He whips out both scimitars, clicks them together, and Vamaris, something clicks in your mind. As he clicks these two scimitars together, there's an arc of incredible electricity between them. You've seen these before. He's going to now slash at the angel. Does a 18 and a 23?
Both hit.
Okay. 5 slashing damage, and 5 slashing damage, and then so that's a total of 10 so far, and then a total of 22 lightning damage from 2 different attacks.
So 32 damage total?
Yep.
Yes. But those are 2 different attacks. Do you you have concentration, I think?
Yes, I do.
Worry about? Okay.
So it's like
So it was the first one was a total of yeah, well, I don't think that actually will do it either way.
yeah.
Okay, I think that pops you back into Charity for the first attack. All right. And I think Charity looks really, really hurt. Still from the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a total of 5 slashing and then 7 electric damage. So 12 total.
Yep.
You doing all right?
Yep. Perfectly fucking fine. Fuck you,
All right.
Andy.
You guys are doing good. You guys are doing good. I doubt more than 2 of you will die. You'll be fine. That's it. He sort of sneers and says, "That's much more manageable."
I'm just gonna look. You're not taking a second family from him.
Oh shit! Inspiration Charity, by the way, just inspire. That's too cool. Well done, Vamaris. You definitely have inspiration, by the way, too, because
You spit
you were
on
down. You spit on.
I already have inspiration.
Okay, good. You can give it to someone else
Who needs
because.
I don't have any.
You do now.
All right. Yeah, your friends were getting a room for the night when you went for the throat of this guy. That
Man,
deserved.
fuck this guy.
Yeah, I should have given that earlier. Stormbringer, your turn.
Sweet. So I'm gonna swing at this fucker with my baby fists. And do I still have Battlefield Inspiration?
Ooh, that I don't know.
I think that probably peels off because I'm no longer in that form.
Okay,
And it wasn't like... Well,
because it's not really an ability; it's more of a passive, I think.
okay. It's not like Bless or something.
No.
No, it reads, chooses up to 3 creatures he can see within 30 feet of him. Until the end of his next turn, each creature can add 1d4 to its attack rolls and saving throws. So I don't know. I'll leave it up to Andy to interpret that one. I'm no longer in that form, so I would have.
Yeah.
And it's kind of on the edge because I would, to be perfectly fair and honest, I would probably rule that I don't have that because, for example, if one of those little Galabdur rock clones was still up, I would have ruled that went away because that wasn't the druid's spell. That was a Galabdur's ability.
Yeah. That's true too. So yeah, because I think the battlefield inspiration comes mostly from there's an angel on our side, we can do no wrong, and now that we are mortal again, that would probably go away. Is how I think I would read that.
Okay. So does a 14 hit?
It does not, I'm afraid. No.
Okay. Second fist.
He's still so fast and wiry. It's very difficult to pin this guy.
Does a 16 hit?
It does. Yes.
Pound, 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 pound.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus. Does he have any like extra thing, like when you hit him, he has to make anything? I don't know.
I feel like he should be like, he needs to roll something or be turned into a pancake.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't look like I have anything extra.
Yeah. So he's basically just bracing as hard as he can against that fist. You just kind of hear something snap a little bit that time.
How fucked up does he look?
He looks pretty bad now. He's
Good.
just wheezing for breath. His clothing is incredibly damaged and entirely bloody. And again, you think you heard a snap that time.
So I'm gonna scream in giant ape, finish him, which sounds like rah rah rah. I feel like people get my point.
Oh yeah, they totally do. Yeah, Charity.
You're gonna see Charity sort of hold up his hand, and you almost see like a tiny version of spiritual weapon, except it's even more ethereal than usual, float up. And then he's going to, and you just sort of see it stand there for a second, and then he takes it and smashes it with his hand, and you see his arm start to glow and the glow pull back into him. Mechanically, as a bonus action, I have converted a level 2 spell slot to sorcery points.
Ooh. Okay.
And then I'm going to...
Not sorcery points to a slot, but slot to a point.
Slot 2 points.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to disengage and move back.
Okay.
20. And then over his head, you'll see a little bell appear.
Okay, yeah.
And he has to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. I mean, he's a druid, so this ain't great, but...
Yeah. You rolled a 10. Oh.
Toll the dead hungers! 14 necrotic.
All right, you see him just kind of go dizzy for a second and crick his neck, and he's staring at you still, Charity, but he now seems to almost cough up just a little bit of blood. And Vamaris, now that he turns toward you, you can see that dribbling down the side of his mouth. But he's still up. Burbage.
And at this you'll see me.
Oh, please, yeah.
You shouldn't take your eyes off me. If you hurt them, I swear the last thing that will go through your mind will be that cobblestone.
Jesus. Burbage came. Burbage, everyone is looking incredibly hurt at this point. 2 of you have gone down already. Everything around you is on fire. How are you going to make this okay?
By resorting to violence! The D&D lesson.
I don't know, man. First, do I have a good shot on the druid from where I am?
Yeah, you're up a little bit.
You're still on Gary.
Because you're on Gary.
Yeah. Just making sure.
Yeah, he even stretches a little taller to try to give you a better shot.
I don't think I am in any position to really help with healing, unless the ape really needs it and would have communicated that to me in some way.
What I said in giant ape was finish him.
Yeah,
you heard it.
So
and then the Mortal Kombat theme music for some reason.
If I use my my cunning action to use an object to like drink my last healing potion, does that mean I can only use one crossbow attack?
Yes. Because your offhand is a bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna try to do my fancy dual crossbow attack again.
Alright.
With walloping bolts.
Fuck.
Oof, I'm afraid neither of those, a 13 or an 11 hit.
13 and 11. That's terrible. I'm so mad.
I apologize, Burbage. Would you like to move? Or have Gary do something?
No, not particularly. I think
Alright.
I'm fine.
Burbage, you do see kind of someone sort of shouting and running down the street. Seems to be someone very, very short. And you're not exactly sure, but they're way up north.
Great.
Vamaris?
I'm gonna swing at this guy again with my shillelagh'd staff.
Alright.
Yeah.
6, only a 6, or only 6 damage.
Vamaris, please describe to us how you...
Woo!
Woo! All right, I'm gonna
Did
trip
you-
him with my staff actually, and Shillelagh is going to deactivate because I've been putting some thought into this. Okay, and then
Alright.
as he's on the ground, this fucker is like on death's door, right?
Yeah,
Kind of crouch next to him and whisper in Druidic, "To think I was willing to forgive you." And then I'm going to stab him in the mouth with my staff and activate Shillelagh.
Jesus.
And then
As
I'm
you
going to
do
spit
that,
on his corpse.
as you do that, the thorns rip out the side of his cheeks. You pull it out, and he immediately starts coughing up blood. He just looks up at you, Vamaris, and you can absolutely see the light fading from his eyes. And he points over toward the house and says, "Your past is burning in there."
I'll
And
spit
then-
on him.
The light entirely leaves, and he slumps back, dead.
From down the street, you hear, "I warned you about the cobblestones."
And his house does seem to be incredibly on fire, getting very, very close to Stormbringer. Stormbringer, are you going to stay there any longer?
No, I'm not going to just hang on to a burning house if there's nothing left to fight.
Are we out of...
Good. I think we can go out of combat then.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to suppress the flames on that house as much as I can.
Okay, so
I'll do what I
round.
can, Jude capped.
You can only about suppress it about as much as it's spreading. So both Vamaris and Charity are basically keeping this fire at bay at the moment, keeping it from spreading.
Can I just, like, as a giant ape, kind of smother the flames with my body in a way that doesn't result in me dying? I'm a very big ape.
You'll definitely take damage for it, but you think you could put out a decent amount of this. You might destroy the building, but
Well, that's okay. We can dig through rubber real quick.
all right. Yeah, leap onto the flames for me.
Cool.
And that will determine how much you smother and how much you... Whoa, right straight? Okay. Straight up on it, right?
Brave ape. Brave ape.
All right, please take this much damage. As you smother about 3 of these kind of flames.
Cool. And I'm going to call in giant
That's
ape to
9.
them, go inside,
damage.
so it sounds like... rah, rah, rah. Yeah, I took it off.
So now, Charity, you think you could keep kind of the rest of it with the ape suppressed? So that would free Vamaris up?
Yeah, so I'll say, Vamaris, go. Get what you need. I'm also, as I say that, going to cough up some blood and
Jesus.
Uh,
How low were you, Charity? I'm just curious.
so do you really want me to tell you?
I would love to know.
Okay, so remember before I transformed into the angel for the first time?
Yeah,
Before
you were,
I healing
coughing up
world?
blood then. Yeah.
I had 1 HP. That is what I have now.
Oh my god.
You took me
You've had
to
mad good luck to knock her
1
down.
twice. And so sort of as I'm doing this, I'm also going to go like, yeah, no, healing time. And I'm going to twin healing word and cast it on the giant ape and myself, I guess.
Okay.
No, don't.
Do I feel like the ape is going to keep taking
it's
fire
not real
damage?
HP.
If it keeps trying to put out the fire, yeah.
Do I feel like I need it to keep putting out the fire, or can I just hold it now?
Yeah. If you hold off on the healing, you could probably hold the fire right now. Yeah.
Then I'll hold off on the healing, and I'll just tell Stormbringer, you can get down now.
Okay, I'll get out of the fire.
All right.
Feels good.
As I'm entering the building, I see.
All right. So you enter the building. There's a small little staircase up to a very small, kind of second story area that is open, almost a loft sort of area. To your right, there's sort of a dining table, and books on shelves. But to your left, where there's definitely still some fire, that seems to be where you see several chests, as well as a desk full of papers, and he seemed to be kind of a pack rat when it came to books and stuff. A quick glance around, you see that some of these are journal books that he must have kept, and they're dated for years, some going back 30, 60, 100 years.
How many of these are there?
There's about 80 of those, if you look across this room, just kind of smushed into corners and piled up.
Great.
All right.
Psychotic Assassin was also a hoarder.
Right. The chests, are they unlocked?
It will, and the room is on fire.
I'm also going to...
So on fire,
But if
okay.
you want to go check the...
I'm also going to say to Burbage,
I was asking if they were open or not, but
no, they're not open. But you can
Okay.
go check to see if they're locked.
I'm going to tell Burbage, go help him recover what he needs.
Right, on it.
all right. I'm actually checking all the journals for the one specifically 150 years ago,
Okay.
200 to 50 years. That's kind of the gap I'm going for here.
There's like 15 to 20 of them, maybe. You could probably grab them in your arms. There are notebooks.
Actually, I see Burbage coming in. I'm going to throw them at Burbage.
Okay. Burbage, yeah, he tosses these, 15 to 20 small journals at you.
I'll try to open my backpack up to
Alright.
catch them.
Yeah, okay.
One definitely hits your face,
One definitely hits your face.
and I
Give
kind
me
of I'm like, and then I go back.
Give me a dexterity check to see how many you catch in your bag. Jesus.
Damn, you're too good.
23. You catch about 8 of them in your bag, kind of bouncing off your chest and stuff and sliding in. But there's still some around the floor then. And Vamaris, yeah, you're the desk is covered in papers. It's hard to kind of tell what's important, but if you wanted to give me an investigation check.
Yeah, sure, actually. Oh, sad roll.
Ooh, with that, while definitely there's some papers by the desk that are starting to burn, you the only thing you really see worth of value is some specific papers looked like they were bounties, and that might be interesting.
Okay, I'll are they tossable, or are they rolled up, or?
Yeah, they're essentially loose papers, kind of in a large folder that you can
Okay,
sort of smash up and take with you.
I'll just take that one. Do I see anything else in the house that might be of importance?
There's a couple chests there. On on the shelf, with flames sort of already burning one of the shelves, you see like a very ornate looking like jewelry box.
Okay. Is there anything in this house that has like, druidic? Something that I would see as druidic.
Give me an investigation check in here.
Because we can leave messages to ourselves, or.
Certainly.
What's a 20 get me?
There is definitely something druidic in the corner. It has druidic runes on it that are written with a draconic script, and they seem to be pointing to kind of a almost a file box in the corner.
Okay. I'll check the file box.
It has a whole bunch of files in it. A little too much to go through right now, you think?
Yeah, but how grabbable is this? Do I take the whole thing, or do?
Yeah, you can. It's pretty light. It's just a little awkward.
Okay, jackpot, and I'll grab it and take one last glance around.
Yeah. That's kind of all you see. There's that jewelry box. There's a couple chests that are closed. That you're pretty sure. I mean, you'll pretty sure lose everything else if you, unless you make a few more trips or something.
Okay, I'm gonna take this back near where Burbage is and probably take it out of the house.
All right. And Burbage, what would you like to do?
Did you say that some of the journals that Vamaris tossed my way fell to the floor?
Yeah.
All right, then I want to clarify that I would pick up any of those and put them in the backpack.
Okay, good. Sure. Yeah, you picked that. Your backpack's pretty full at this point. And yeah, you are left in a burning house.
Can I presume that Vamaris might have pointed out to me the jewelry box, or should I do my own? You saw straight into the other room. You saw him looking at several different kinds of things. Yeah. I'll definitely grab that jewelry box.
It has the shelf is on fire. You're gonna have to give me an acrobatics or like a stealth sleight of hand check to try to grab it without getting.
I will do an acrobatics check.
I love how greedy you are.
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful. Yeah,
I may die, but I'm gonna grab this.
That's gonna do a little bit of damage. Please take this much fire damage. 4.
All right, I get burned a bit, but I got the jewelry box.
Yeah.
All right, and how engulfed in flames are those chests?
A little bit. You definitely have to come back in for them.
So the jewelry box was in another room.
It was It was in that room with the chests. Yeah.
Gotcha. Wait. So what do you mean?
With an entire bag filled with journals, and now kind of in your hands, sort of a large jewelry box. You'll have to come back in for a chest to drag out.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
You sort of pick one up like real quick, and it's really heavy.
One of the chests, you mean?
Yeah.
All right, I'll come out.
And Stormbringer and Charity. Charity, I assume you're just keeping the flames at bay as much as you can.
Desperately trying to.
Yeah. Stormbringer, you do see now the mayor running down the street, sort of screaming, "What? What is going on here? No, God!"
I'm gonna sort of.
You're a giant ape.
I'm gonna sort of edge towards the street, while still maintaining my control of the flames, and go.
Yeah.
And it's the mayor, you said.
Yeah.
Hello, Your Excellence. Your stable master was a mass murderer.
I'll talk to you later. And he kind of just.
I'm gonna like
keeps his-
temporarily like finger gun at him and then go back to holding the flames back.
Yeah. And then Charity, you definitely see two figures, in the field now, that just seem to be in utter delight at the insane mass of flames going on all around them. These are the cultists.
Are they moving towards us more? Or?
No, they're
Okay.
staying right there. Yeah. And yes, they know how close they are to the flames.
I'm sure they do.
Is there a way that I can have Gary hold onto this jewelry box for me?
You can try to give it to
You
him.
could probably also have me hold it. I don't actually need both my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Vamaris,
sense.
Once you got outside, what did you do with all the stuff you grabbed?
I put the
Vamaris.
stuff down and I'm checking out the corpse of this guy now because I don't think anything is important in the chests.
All right. Cool. So you notice several things. He has an incredibly ornate ring on his hand. There's something about it that looks really familiar to you, almost as if it was made in the same style as your pendant. And
That's looking awful.
there are two scimitars still sort of sparking with energy as they're touching each other on the ground.
Do I get the feeling I could use these?
A scimitar?
Yeah.
That's a good.
Like, do I have memories of it?
You have a weird memory of it, yes.
Okay.
You've felt like you've used these before, but that doesn't make any sense because you've never seen them before in your life.
And why would I use
And it's-
something made of
yeah.
metal?
And yeah, right.
Why would he?
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if I could.
Are they actually like stone or something? They just look like metal?
You can investigate them, sure.
I wasn't inspecting them real closely. They were just carving them to me.
Yeah. Certainly.
Yeah, a natural 20.
Wow.
You know the family that made them.
Yeah. No, you recall these now. You, in a weird way, you absolutely know what these are. They are some sort of druidic alloy that is actually a wood that is refined into what nearly looks like a metal to you. And their sparking energy is definitely a lightning energy. You understand what these things are completely. You absolutely know what these are. You've used these most of your life, while at the same time never seen them before.
I'm going to take them.
Okay.
And,
There's the ring on there. On his...
and I took the ring too.
Okay. And that's really all that he had on him. He had a few copper pieces left, probably from his visit to the bar.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
All right. Does anyone else want to dive back into the house for anything?
I'm handing the jewelry box off to Charity,
Okay.
and I'm running back in to those chests.
All right. The room is really filled with fire at this point. You could probably grab one of them. The one on the left or the one on the right?
Do
So the one on the left is right when you come into the room, and the one on the right is further back where Vamaris discovered that there's some sort of runes on the wall, and he discovered the file box.
Do the chests look the same?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Which one looks like it'll be safer for me to grab it?
The one by the door. Yeah, the one right by the hole there.
All right. And you're saying I could just drag it outside?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will do that. Yeah, I'll drag it outside.
All right. Some timbers crash down around you as the upper levels of the farmhouse sort of collapse in on themselves. You're barely able to make it out at all. And at this point, Charity, you don't think you can keep the fire back anymore.
I'm going to sort of say, everyone should get out of that build. Oh, there you are.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All
Oh, sweet, delicious healing.
9 cure wounds.
Yeah, 9 HP. So I'm back to double digits. Woo! Barely. Ow.
Can I do an investigation check on this chest?
Right here in the middle of a burning street? I mean,
Yes.
Just load me up.
The
and
answer
we
to
can
that
carry
is
shit
yes.
and leave. Load me up. I'm big. I can carry everything, and we can leave town before the mayor comes back with people.
I rolled a 17 investigation check.
All right. It is neither locked nor tracked. You don't think?
All right. I open it in the middle of the burning street, muttering to myself, "There's got to be some eyebrow dye in here somewhere."
Burbage, you've never seen so much gold.
I immediately shut the chest
Okay.
and lock it, if I can do that.
I don't think it has a
you
lock
definitely-
on it.
Yeah, you can latch it essentially so that it won't pop open. But unless you have a lock yourself, you can't.
All right. I very casually start pulling it away.
All right, it's really heavy, but yeah, you definitely can drag it away.
Was Stormbringer saying that I should load up the ape?
Yeah, I'm a giant ape. Load me up.
All of you have now seen that crowds are sort of gathering up here to the north. People have definitely come out of their houses. There's lots of people starting a bucket line to try to put out fires, and they're kind of coming your way.
I agree with Stormbringer. I think it's time to leave town.
All right. Once
There are a couple horses down here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna climb on Gary.
I'm just gonna sort of be like, come here. We need a replacement. I'm actually gonna look at the horse and be like, quick question. In the event of a fireball, do you run towards it or away from it? Towards or
Sort of
away?
It sort of frowns and then kicks its head like as if it were to motion away.
You and I will do well together.
How long does Stormbringer get to stay as the ape?
It's concentration up to an hour, and I
Yep.
don't think Vamaris has done anything to break his concentration yet.
Nope.
So we can just keep moving to our mounts. And I'll.
Which are up north again.
Does it seem like the horse
right.
is fine with me leading it? And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna sort of hop on the horse, and be like, off we go.
Was that
I'll
fight
give-
only like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And it resulted in half the town being on fire.
It did, yeah.
It was eventful.
My god, it was eventful.
I'm gonna like try to
I'll give a look.
suppress the flames sort of as we're going.
Stormbringer, yeah, you definitely see people are trying to put out fires, but no one wants to get anywhere near you. You do hear a scream from the field to your left. And there are 2 cultists that are burning and fall to the ground dead.
I agree,
Some
Stormbringer.
problems
It's a
solve
waste.
themselves.
Dirty, 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 dirty.
At this, there's a couple guards now, sort of blocking your way. I mean, they're keeping their distance, but they're staying there, and they have spears pointed down at you.
I say we leave south.
Our horses are north, though,
With all your
with our possessions.
possessions.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna at this. I'm gonna pop Burbage onto this horse
Okay.
and step down, and you're going to see a little flicker of energy sort of release from the center of my chest out. Bonus action, I have converted spell points to a spell slot.
Okay.
And I'm going to step forward. Please get out of our way.
Whoa! What is this? What happened here?
Your stable master was a mass murderer. We took care of that problem. He also
Oh.
set the town on fire.
Lias was good. He was decent. He was kind even.
He was a mass murderer. He
What
was
is your
playing. He was playing you all.
What proof do you possibly have? We've
I'm
lived
going
with him.
I'm going to crick my neck, and at this, there's an angel standing in front of them.
Jeez.
Which one was I talking to?
The mayor here, yeah.
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
I would have gone ahead and had the ape take the chest from me, by the way. Just
So I gotta find
that.
Wisdom, you say?
Yeah.
2.
In his head, simultaneously, in every language that has ever been spoken on any plane of existence, he hears the word grovel as I cast command on him.
He immediately slams onto the ground and no, I'm so unworthy. I am so unworthy of you.
And I am in angel form. I don't know where that marker went.
No worries. Pull that out again here.
I love command. I principally love command for grovel. Have to set it controllable by me.
Let me get this.
We should reset it so that that token has that by default.
Totally, yeah.
What is it procking on me being able to... Oh, Gary. I'm like, occasionally I'm touching something that isn't my other token that's letting me control it. What is it?
There we go. Yeah.
And at this, I'm just going to, like, sweep my arms to either side, clearly indicating make way.
Give me an intimidation check, please. We'll say with advantage, because you've already... Yeah. Made one of them grovel.
13.
Yeah, 13's definitely enough for an angel to move some people aside.
I was going to say, keep in mind, this is also coming from, like, 15 feet up in the air.
Yeah. They've moved us.
So we'll just... So now I am flying ahead of the family.
Alright.
I'll keep up underneath.
An angel, a shambling mound with a druid on top, a giant ape, and then Burbage on a horse are making their way through this small town.
It's a
I hope
mother...
he sheepishly smiles and like waves.
The fucking Thanksgiving Day parade.
As you pass, everyone just seems incredibly terrified of you, and they just don't bother with you. They immediately go to working to douse flames and make sure that everyone in the town is okay. And you, all of you, stride up to your mounts. There is a guard that sort of starts to approach and then just moves completely out of the way.
I was going to say, as he starts to approach, the angel's just going to crane its head at him.
Yeah. Was the ape gonna go? Okay.
Yeah, I think we're just all making our way up. And I'll indicate that Burbage should take the leads of the camel, and I'll take the leads of these horses.
Yeah. Stepping out from the tavern, the large man who is armored really heavily sort of steps out. I can understand what this is. I see that you are adventurers of some skill. Might I inquire what was happening tonight?
I forget that I can't speak, so I'm just speaking at him, and there's just peals of bells.
Yes, I understand. You're all very, very scary. I wouldn't still mind. Hey, wait a second. That's my horse. And he's sort of looking over at Burbage.
What did Charity indicate to Burbage? That he should...
Take the reins on the camel.
Oh, the one down here.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't control that either.
Yeah, but you can just basically leading it behind the horse.
I had it at the stables. Why do you have my horse?
I'm going to
Please
point.
get off of it.
I'm going to point towards where the stables are on fire.
Oh, we saved your horse from that fire over there.
Give me a deception check, Burbage.
But we did.
We did technically save it.
We moved
Technically.
it
But that's a lot of omission.
Embrace technicality.
He sort of looks at you. Whatever, just... Would you mind leaving the horse? I don't care if you look like you're leaving anyway.
Yeah.
You see an angel heave a sigh. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Burbage is going to look between this adventurer and the angel, unsure of what to do with the horse.
Wisdom, you say?
Yeah.
17.
Oh, he passes.
What was that?
He just hears bells, this time inside his head, though, but it doesn't resolve into words.
Okay.
And that was another use of command.
Okay. At this,
you can have your
at
horse,
this, he
it's
sort
fine.
of unlatches his greatsword from his back, and he says that was a mistake. You don't want to. You really don't want to do that. Right now, I'm friendly. I don't need a fight with a half-dead-looking party anyway.
All right.
I know. I hear you.
Everybody just calm down. Everything's fine. And I'll lead the horse over to the guy. I can't move
Burbage,
forward.
his greatsword is made of some entirely black metal. It itself, it looks rather intimidating.
Nice sword. And I'll back
That's
away
right.
and go to the camel.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to get on top of the camel.
All right.
And at this,
Burbage,
we'll
you're
just
on
head
top
out.
of the camel. Heading north out of
Yeah.
town.
Yep.
You see him sort of slam his sword into the ground as it sticks there a second. He does look incredibly menacing, but as you're leaving town, he pulls out a pipe and is just watching you leave and
I'll wave at him.
starts to smoke. He'll give you a slight nod.
And I'm just going to
Alright.
keep going.
Yeah, we gone.
You have gone away from Wistemere. You have left town to the north. What would you like to do? The rain is still a bit chilly, coming down a little bit harder now.
How long has it been since I became an ape?
Probably about 5 minutes, I'd say.
Oh, okay. I'll just stay an ape until...
Yeah, you just got out of town, like it's right behind you.
Okay, sweet.
Are you wanting to go find a place to camp, or
Yeah.
do you want to just make miles between you?
I want to travel for probably about an hour.
Yeah, honestly, he seemed like the only kind of threatening thing left in that town, and he seemed to be there for completely different business.
I'm
That
still
guy.
concerned about the people that were chasing us from before, though.
But I'd say I want to move the hour that I have. Well, not actually. I don't have an hour for angel form. That Stormbringer has for
Yeah, absolutely.
ape. With the only exception of what I'm going to do is I'm going to like leave Vamaris and Burbage to lead the horses. And I think I have. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how we wrote this. Because we edited this. So I have about 5 minutes. No, I have about 10 minutes remaining on my transformation.
Okay.
I want to fly out from the family very quickly and using my true sight, try to see if I can find a very good place to camp. And then circle back so that, like, as it's ending, I'll be back with them. And I'll indicate that they should keep moving north with me.
All right. Yeah, give me a survival check with advantage. As yes, technically.
Well, I'm trying to remember whether... Yeah, because including my mental are replaced. Survival, you said?
Yes.
And advantage. 21.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. It's probably about 40 minutes, kind of north, but where the two rivers kind of dissect into two separate. Well, actually, where they converge, because the river kind of flows south from here. There is a large copse of trees, kind of on a large island in the middle of this, and it wouldn't take much to get there. And you're pretty sure that any tracks would be covered up, and
it looks secure.
Seems like a secure spot. There's so many trees and bushes that any fire you make would be completely obscured.
So I'll swoop back and I'll pop back into Charity, and I'll say to them that up ahead, where the river joins, it seems like there's a small island. We should be able to see if anyone's approaching us and be well hidden from them.
Oh,
Exactly so.
not.
So you travel about 40 minutes. Definitely come to this area where you saw Charity. You're able to cross without much effort, and the rain has now kind of died down. It's barely misting at this point as you cross the river into heavy shrubs and trees.
And, yeah. Like, I suggest that we make camp. I'm very tired.
Oh, not again.
Indeed. And Stormbringer, by this point, you would be a
Okay.
normal person.
But she's still just saying, "Rawr!"
I mean, that's kind of how she communicates anyways.
Like, you're not an ape anymore, Stormbringer.
You're not my boss.
Right?
No, but you don't...
So you set up camp?
Yeah.
And yeah, all of everything you grabbed has been latched to horses and stuff. So feel free. What would you like to do this evening?
I'm gonna start digging into these journals.
All right. How much time would you like to put into it this evening?
I could probably only put like 40 minutes into it, and then I'm probably not passed out, but
Okay.
resting.
Give me an investigation check for that amount of time.
Okay.
And I'm probably immediately going to sleep.
What does a 9 give me?
A 9, you actually only find one thing that seems kind of odd to you. It just feels weird, and there's something that you kind of feel about it. Let me put it in your journal here.
Yay, private stuff. Oh.
Yeah, it was in the bounty stuff, and it was labeled Corin, but that's the only connection that you've seen. When you actually look at it, it doesn't seem to make any sense.
Yeah, I also... Can I speak this? Or read this, at least?
You can read it, yeah.
Okay.
Right, it's not quite the undercommon.
Yeah,
It's something
Different
kind of more specific. Would you share this with people at the moment, or
no, at the
would
moment,
you
no.
try to? Okay. All right, but that's kind of all you see at the moment. There's plenty more papers to look through and that sort of thing.
So while Vamaris was doing that, for at least part of that time, Burbage would have been maybe kind of awkwardly hovering near him as maybe kind of a distraction, and would have at one point been like, "Hey, Vamaris,
What is it?
so that guy was the guy who killed your mom, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you killed him, yeah?
Yeah, I did. He's dead now.
Yeah.
You don't think he's still alive?
No, I think you got him. I think you got him pretty good. I mean, you stabbed him right in the mouth with a shillelagh'd staff, I think, if I'm remembering that correctly. Am I?
You can see that you had worried him, but now you have relieved him. Vamaris.
Yeah, no, he's totally dead. How does that, how does that feel? How are you doing over there?
I have not had time to process it.
Oh, yeah, that's totally natural. It totally makes sense. Sometimes you just need time to process these things. When you kill people, it's always a big deal, especially when they're people who've, killed your mother like that. Yeah, it makes sense. Somebody who's taken away somebody.
Do you have a point?
No, nothing. Mostly just, just processing, All right. I'll just leave you to...
I would like to be left alone right now.
All right, yeah, cool. All right. And yep, you've got all the journals there. My backpack is freed up.
Oh, right. What was in the chest?
Oh, I'm about to go look at that right now, and I might...
I already saw you peek in it. What's in it?
Oh, a whole bunch of gold.
I'll nod, and I'll smile slightly.
Yeah, so that's cool. All right. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Happy processing.
Yeah, good night.
Where's Charity? What's Charity doing?
Sleeping.
I'm going to try to pickpocket my jewelry box off of him.
Oh, it's on one of the horses.
I want to pickpocket off of you.
You can sleight of hand it off the horse to see if anyone noticed you or not. Yeah.
Okay, you can pickpocket off of me if you want. That's fine.
Is it on you or the horse, Charity?
I don't know. Apparently, the way I'm now reading this is that you should make 2 sleight of hand checks, because I'm pretty sure you walked over to the horse, took it off of it, wedged it under my arm, and then are trying to pull it back out.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll go to Charity and poke around his body to see if he has the jewelry box, because I don't think Burbage saw that you attached it to the horse.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So should that be sleight of hand?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Okay.
25.
Yeah, that didn't seem to wake him up.
You hear me mutter something about that was a really nice eyebrow store?
Oh man, yeah, Burbage furrows his brow at that really intensely. Do I happen to discover anything besides the jewelry box?
I didn't have the jewelry box.
Aside from that,
But he did kind of go through it. I
I'm
guess.
poking around looking for the jewelry box. If I don't find that, what do I find?
That's a good question, Charity. What does he?
my armor, my dagger, I still technically have a sling that's sort of bound around my wrist. So like it's, like I'm using the strings of it to hold it on. And yeah, herbalism kit, basically the stuff you've seen.
All right, nothing new, nothing secret.
Nothing secret. Yeah.
I don't even have this tome of leadership anymore.
Burbage is gonna frown and be like, "I thought turning into an angel would have made you more interesting, Charity." Right. And then I'll go to the horse and look. I don't know why I'm moving my piece across the map like this.
I also love how just like to scale, you've moved like days' journeys.
Right. So I'll go ahead and find the jewelry box and open it, if I can. Or I'll do an investigation check on the jewelry box.
Okay, do an investigation check. Go for it. It is locked. But you don't see any traps.
I don't see any traps, huh?
Not with a 5, no.
Yeah, no, not with a 5. All right, I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
All right.
22.
Easy peasy. Yeah, you pop it open. Chink.
What's in there?
The jewelry box is empty completely.
Empty?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I'm going to do an investigation check of the inside of the jewelry box.
All right.
15.
There is a slight secret compartment. You can feel something just underneath the felt that lines the top of it. Something kind of flat. You would have to probably get a dagger and actually cut it open to see anything.
All right, I'll do that. What should I roll?
No, you just do that. You're fine. It's a bit of folded parchment.
All right, I take out the parchment.
You unfold it, and in nice flowing script, it says for Vamaris.
Oh. I'll look over at Vamaris. Presumably he is now in like a meditative state by this point.
It does appear so.
I'll put the parchment in my inner chest pocket.
All right. Stormbringer, what are you doing? Did you just immediately fall asleep? Or is someone watching him specifically? Or
I think she said she'd be right back. Lena had to step away.
Oh, I missed that.
I suppose that Charity like might have muttered for like her to take the first watch, and then Burbage, and then Vamaris will be up.
All right. Yeah, so time passes. It's really too dense to really see much out. But your fire is completely covered. You don't hear anything, Stormbringer. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. And Burbage is, Stormbringer would see Burbage kind of going through the horses and stuff a little bit, but that's it. And then, Burbage, did you want to take next watch, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
My full HP. Once we've got the long rest, or do I have to use my hit dice?
Technically, yeah. If you want to do hit dice, that's fine. That'll be from your short rest that you've already got.
But once we finish a long rest, you will go to full HP.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Then I'll just wait for that.
Okay. So Burbage, again, you are now the only one awake. What would you like to be doing? It's really difficult to see past the brush and the trees here. You can't really do much looking out unless you start wandering away from.
So what you're saying is a perception check wouldn't mean much if I'm staying put?
No, it'd be fine, but you're just listening and smelling at that point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna keep watch and I'll do a perception check. Sorry, I want to re-roll that as with my expert.
I see,
or
I
maybe
see.
I don't need to. I mean, a 19. Yeah. it's
Maybe,
fine.
yeah. Let me know which one you decide before I tell you anything.
I'll stick with that. That's fine.
Okay. You definitely hear some birds in the trees, trying to take cover against kind of the brisk night wind and mist. The rain is now completely stopped. Though the ground is still a little soaked, you are kind of in the middle of a river. That's somewhat to be expected. And you don't hear anything besides the rushing of the water around you. You feel incredibly secluded, and for the first time in a long time, a little safe. Like, no prying eyes could see you. No one wants to kill you at the moment. It's kind of nice.
Nice.
Wait. No one wants to kill Burbage at the moment. That seems patently untrue.
No one around me wants to kill me.
I didn't say no one actually wants to kill him. I said he feels that way.
Okay, I'm like, that is an erroneous feeling.
No, there are plenty of people that, yeah.
We have had this confirmed.
I think the curiosity is going to get the best of me, and I'm going to do an investigation check on that parchment. Like,
Okay.
not just to kind of see, like, because, like, so earlier I unfolded it, and I saw written on it just the words for Vamaris.
Yes.
I didn't see any other writing on it.
No.
I'm curious about that, so I'm going to investigate it.
Yeah, do you have a forgery kit by any chance?
I don't.
Okay. That doesn't mean it's a forgery. It just means that would get you to investigate the inks a little bit more. Investigate.
Right.
Is there any sort of hidden ink anywhere on the parchment? But sort of just holding it up in front of the firelight. Really, there's nothing else to be seen from this.
Burbage has a hunch, and he's going to do an Arcana check.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything magical that you can tell. Certainly no spells that you're aware of.
All right, I'm going to frown and look over at Vamaris again, and
I don't know if it. I probably should have mentioned this earlier. It is a ring box. That seems to be the exact type of jewelry that you would put in here.
oh, I see. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll just kind of frown, look at Vamaris, and put the paper, fold it back, the parchment, I'll fold it back up and put it back in my pocket, I guess.
All right.
You do remember that Vamaris has complete awareness of his surroundings, right?
Burbage
but he's
doesn't.
being-
Okay, I'm just saying, Burbage is looking at a dude who's basically awake.
Burbage has made sure that he is, like, behind, like, that he's not in front of Vamaris.
I'm just picturing you, like, making prolonged eye contact, frowning, turning away.
That would be that's very funny.
Vamaris, at this point, you are done meditating, though you still need to rest for another 4 hours or so. But you are awake and are able to move around and look through stuff.
Yeah, then I'll check out the ring, check out the swords, the scimitars.
The ring will require attunement.
Does it fit me?
You put it on, it does fit. It almost seems to expand just a tiny bit in your hand in order to fit your hand.
Weird. Do I? Oh wait, I have to
Just
attune
want to
to
put
it.
it on straight up, or would you like to try to investigate, attune to it, Arcana check it, ask Charity about it? Or do you trust?
Do I recognize the ring at all? Like,
It looks in the same. It's kind of cut in the same sort of style as.
do I have the same feeling I get from the ring as the scimitars? A
little different actually. You feel that there's something very familiar about the ring to you, but that you've never used it or owned it. And yet there's something still very familiar. Whereas the scimitars, you feel like those you had on your person most of your life, even though you've never seen them before.
Okay. I will pocket the ring. I will set aside the scimitars, and I will start looking through the letter.
All right.
And the journal.
Do you kind of want to spend the rest of the night doing that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. It's probably about another 6 hours or so. Give me an investigation check again.
What will a 14 do?
A 14 will reveal another one. So, were you going through the box or the journals most?
The journals.
Okay. You've begun to piece together, journal entries that seem to be important. Though it seems to be chronicling this person's tracking of Corin and Aurora. So I will share what journal entries you found that seem pertinent to that storyline. Vamaris. That is now in your journal.
Incidentally,
there's a lot of them. After 6 hours, you've gone through most of the journals very, very quickly, and sort of put aside the ones that actually matter to you. And all the journal entries are not necessarily dated. Only the journals themselves are dated with years.
So I'm looking at years here, or am I looking at... Because they're all numbered?
Yes, they're only numbered. So you're not exactly sure exactly what date these occurred, just numbers.
Okay.
And they're chronological. Like he would write 1452, then 1453, then 1454. Yeah. But you skip over all the ones that aren't real.
I would have woken up after I'd been sleeping for 6 hours. So once I'd completed the sleep segment.
All right. You are then awake at 2. Morning is just now dawning. It's starting to get a little bluer in the sky. Again, you feel incredibly isolated in this small grove.
And I'm assuming
Sorry, Burbage needs to sleep.
Yeah.
So I need to retroactively...
Absolutely. No. Yeah. I assumed then you would go...
After you completed your watch, I assumed, you were sleeping.
Yeah. But once it became clear that Vamaris was not going to go to sleep after meditating, I would have gone over to him and given him. I would have put the parchment in the ring box and given it to him.
Okay.
Probably again. At first, it would have been another distraction while he was going through the letters or something. But hey Vamaris.
Yeah.
How's that processing going?
Processing.
Yeah, that makes sense. So hey, I happened to grab this, a jewelry box from his house, and I opened it, empty. Looks like a ring box. And I happened to look around, kind of poke around in there, and there's a note in there. Seems to be for you. Just kind of handing it over, just trying to...
Oh, so there's nothing else you want on it. Okay.
No, there's nothing. Just a little note that you might want to look at, and...
There was nothing else in the box?
There was nothing. It was empty.
You didn't take anything from the box?
I didn't take anything from the box, okay? I promise. I swear up and down it was empty, except for this piece of parchment paper, which I'm just saying you might want to look at it, because it does say for Vamaris on it.
Oh!
Because it does indicate that you, in fact, should look at it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll open the box, I'll kind of be making a face, and then I'll pull out the little piece of paper, and Does it really just say for Vamaris?
Yeah. Yep.
Nothing else?
Nope.
I'm going to flip it over. Nothing?
Nope.
Okay. I'll just kind of toss it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm exhausted.
Nice box, though. Thanks.
Yeah, good box. It's all yours. I'm gonna go sleep.
You do
does
that.
seem like it
you
would
look
fit
tired.
Ring.
Yeah, I'm very tired. All right. Well, bro, I'll talk to you later. And again, happy processing. And I'll just go and
Right.
collapse.
So we'll assume that sort of incident occurred in the past when you were coming off of watch. So
Yes,
now
it
this
was
is...
at, the start of his 6 hours of investigating the letters. Yeah.
And then I'm awake. I think everyone else would still be asleep, except for Vamaris,
Yeah,
who's
let me
reading.
know when I'm awake.
I'm sort of like, oh, ow, everything still hurts, ow. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go look at the very, very heavy chest that Burbage was dragging around.
Yeah.
Just sort of open it.
You have never seen so much gold.
Gonna nod. Makes sense that he'd grab this one. How much gold would I think that's there, generally?
If you take a bit to sort of take some of it out, count it, make sure that there's nothing else really in it.
Yeah, I would probably do that.
It's 6,000 gold pieces.
Putting that in party storage. So at this, I'm gonna sort of walk over to where Vamaris is looking. Sort of sit down. I'm sort of picturing us on a log or a fallen tree trunk. Look at his papers and just go,
Yeah.
So I have a question and a statement. Which would you like first? All right, we'll go with
ahead
the.
with Paul.
Such a Vamaris.
We'll go with the statement. We are now rich. The question: have you found anything interesting or helpful?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And I actually will reach out and I'll cast guidance on Vamaris. This is the latest we have ever had this announcement.
It is. 2
Guidance
hours and 20 minutes.
is an amazing cantrip which gives you bonuses on you or people that you care about. Bonuses on their ability checks.
I will actually, do you remember Nahat?
Yeah, it was hard to forget them.
Here, read this one, and I'll hand him Laya Neverwoe's journals.
Oh, okay. Let me put that into your journal, Charity, and boop, there it is.
Yeah, I give you one, and then it turns out that I'm going to give you another, and it's like One Piece. You can't stop.
Okay.
And there's
It just keeps
825
giving you,
of these chapters.
Look at these journals, yeah.
Heard from Sermon. So
Which number had the thing you want him to look at?
1821. The very first.
Oh, the very first one?
I think I'm just getting these one after the other now.
Yeah.
This one just had them all numbered in this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I mean,
Only had the-
but in the game, you're just giving him paper after paper. After
Yeah.
paper after journal.
Sorry.
Is there anything you'd like to read aloud for those
So
who
I'm-
are
They are
listening and not watching?
they are seeing it, but should I recite some of this?
Recite something that you would want to point out. Sure, yeah.
Heard from number 1821. Heard from Sarum that someone named Nahet told him about a massive bounty on a couple of drow. I hate going underneath, but maybe I'll inquire into it if they come up top. I can nab them quick, make some change. The bounty is apparently thousands of gold. Here I'm sorry. I'm now summarizing, not reading verbatim. The weirdos run some sort of cult and require you to join to accept the bounty. I never should have joined. Gods above, I should have never gone there. with then some runes. First sighting of Quarry. His name's Corin. He's got some sort of prophecy, and I'm now compelled to acquire, by any means necessary. He has a witch of some sort with him at all times. She seems powerful, scary even. I think she saw me, but I'm pretty sure I'm still in the clear. There's a long span of time before the journal is restarted. She was far, far more powerful than I was anticipating. I've just spent the better part of a year as a squirrel. She scarred me. I finally looked into a mirror. She scarred me thrice across the face. No wonder those druids thought so little of me. Years of training as a druid, blah, 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 blah. Dark secret forbidden teachings, dark rituals, blah, 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 blah. They are all dead. I returned fiercer. Blah, 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 blah. I am the deadliest creature in existence. Not anymore. Not anymore, added from by charity at present. The witch has fully left the circle in Fidero. The one she helped found all those years ago. What could possibly drive her and Corin from such protection? There is a child. Alone. Woke this morning to find a doom lily had grown next to the smoking embers of my fire. It is done. And I cannot yet bring my quill to mark in language what occurred. I've reacquainted with those who bought me, freed myself from their riddles, their eyes. Even now, any explanation of them comes to paper in odd verse. Cannot remember their faces, their mannerisms, their names. They are just whispers in the night. Just kind of like, Jesus Christ, they love that phrase. Nothing left. More killing. She broke his neck. Stole the scimitars. Okay. And he wasn't going to kill the child, I don't think. Why would she do this? How could she do this? So I'm just going to sort of fold these over, having read them. That's disquieting. Oh, pardon me for just a second, as I feel like a couple of hours have gone by. I'm going to convert spell slots through the complicated alchemy that... Yeah, I have enough to do this.
And I think by the time you get through all of that, it would be a full long rest.
Well, I want to go right before that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Then.
Yeah. So, Vamaris, you have +5 to your max HP and current HP. Stormbringer, you have 15. I have 15. Burbage, you have 10.
10 additional HP.
Yeah. So I would recommend marking that somehow on your character sheet that you have +10, because those can go away if I don't recast it.
I just write it in my notes.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because otherwise it gets really confusing. And yeah, so I'll stop and I'll be like, was there anything? And then I guess we would then hit the long rest.
Sure.
So am I awake now?
Yes.
And Burbage is awake?
Unless you slept in, yeah.
You would probably still need
No,
to
I
sleep
think-
for an hour, because you stayed up for 4.
Yeah. I'll sleep
true,
in
yeah.
a bit.
But I'll turn to Vamaris, like, was there anything useful in the ring box?
No.
Can I look at it?
Sure. And Vamaris will hand it over.
I'll look at the ring box and the parchment in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This literally is a note addressed to you. Well,
Yeah.
a piece of paper. And the ring box seems to hold a ring, and I believe you took a ring off of him?
I'll pull the ring out and be like, yeah, there. You want to look at it?
Sure. Can I can I check to see what kind of magic I think it is?
The ring? Sure.
Yeah. Or if I think it's magical. 22.
It is wholly druidic.
Okay.
the best feeling you get is like a transmutation kind of magic, but a lot of druidic magic is in that,
And it seems powerful then.
and it seems very powerful.
So I'm going to say it seems to be a powerful druidic artifact. And I'm going to sort of look at it. I'm going to touch the ring to the note and see if anything happens.
Nothing else happens now.
I mean, I did figure the ring came from the box.
But and I assume like Burbage's handiwork, like the slashing and the felt and stuff, is evident, so that I could assume the note was hidden,
Probably, yeah.
or at least something had been
A bit
hidden.
of felt, yeah.
So I'm gonna sort of look at it like,
Expertly, but definitely.
yeah. But I mean, he wasn't trying to hide that he'd done it. So I'm gonna sort of like look. This feels like this must be significant. It's a note that says "for you." But do I get the sense that there is anything more on the note, or is it like just a label?
It's difficult to tell. Did you want to try to do an Arcana check to see if there's anything magically?
I'll probably. I want to check it magically.
Insight, if you just want to try to guess the intention of it.
Well, no. I want to check it like magically. I want to check to see if there's any hidden inks on it or anything like that, or if I feel like there's anything off about it.
Sure, give me an Arcana.
Sure. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. 16 total.
And you're just looking at the note itself, not the box.
I'd probably be looking, since he handed me all of them, I'd be sort of looking at them together as a set.
Okay. You don't feel any magic on the note itself. The box has a very slight magical seal on it that would protect it from scrying if someone was trying to find it, let's say. Or its contents.
Do I feel any harmonization between the items, sort of magically?
Not necessarily, but it certainly does fit exactly. The ring fits exactly in this box.
Okay. And then I guess an investigation check to sort of see, do I feel the paper has been tampered with in any way?
Sure, yeah.
14, or sorry, that's an 18, 21.
You don't believe so at all. No, yeah. It looks like it was written and then immediately maybe gently folded because a tiny bit of the ink is seeped onto like the other side of the fold.
Okay.
But
And with that, I'm going to sort of fold it and put it back. I'm like, I think that the ring is for you and was always meant to be for you.
I'll nod. I think I agree with that. Especially since here in this journal, he mentions taking all of her stuff. All
Yeah.
of our stuff. Huh.
Well, you have your stuff back.
I suppose. I look over at the chest full of gold. Huh. How much do you think is in there?
6,000, give or take.
Wow.
Yes, we're actually quite wealthy now.
It's not gonna... Taking it with us seems like a bit much.
We could buy sections of Federo for that.
not untrue.
I'll nod.
And you do still have the file box.
We could have had a hell of a shopping day in Malmond if we could ever go back there. We can't ever go back there, and I don't want to. But we could have had a hell of a shopping day.
Just so much here.
And like,
And
is there anything in that box? It was the first thing you came out with.
That was the journals. Not. Oh wait, no. I threw the journals to.
You threw the
Burbage,
journals to Burbage.
So this would have been the bounties.
I would have given all the journals.
You've already looked through the bounties, most of them. Well, it would make someone very lucrative if they were to get all these people. That one that you saw that said about Corin was the only one that interested you, really.
Okay.
And then the file boxes.
And then I'll bring that up then, and I'll share it with Charity.
As will I.
I couldn't really make sense of this one.
Oh?
It's in there, called Bounty of Corin.
I mean, my high drow is lacking, I'll admit, but still nonsense.
He translates it for you, like a rough translation.
You're gonna say
It's not hard, yeah.
it might be thieves' cant. It's often used in less than savory dealings.
So you think Burbage might be able to do something with this?
I'm sure
I'm
he
gonna
can do.
smirk a little.
I'm sure he can do something with it. Whether it's something informative to us is a different question.
Burbage snoring.
At this point, he's probably about awake, yeah.
Where's the eyebrow store? Charity, where's the eyebrow store?
I don't think there is any eyebrow store. He was joking.
Wait. Alright, I'm awake. First of all, Charity, you mentioned an eyebrow store in your sleep last night. And also, just to be clear, I wasn't looking for a store dedicated entirely to eyebrow dye. I was asking if there was any store that would have any kind of dye at all, maybe just regular hair dye that I could apply to the eyebrows. Alright? I'm not an idiot. Just to clear that up right off the bat this morning. Good morning, by the way. How is everybody?
Why
I'm
is
feeling
Burbage jealous?
He is fiery this morning.
Charity's just kind of blinking.
Tired. Why is he...
Charity's just going to kind of blink. You should feel better.
I do feel better. I feel rejuvenated. I feel refreshed. I feel restored and renewed. So good.
How much of that is the
All right.
sleep and how much of that is the obscene amount of money we now possess?
Ooh, the money! Did you estimate it at the same amount as I did last night?
6,000.
Oh shit! I estimated 5,000. That's an extra 1,000 just for me. I mean, for us. That's awesome. All right.
I'm gonna hand Burbage the note that says that it's my money.
He does it for Corin.
Or for Vamaris, I think.
Or Ramirez, I'm sorry.
Wait, what are you handing me here? What is this?
It's a journal. How the gold belonged to my parents. It's mine.
Are you sure it's the same gold?
Burbage, I put the journals in yours. In your...
I'll just take a look.
I'm gonna shrug and say close enough.
Bounties, thousands of gold. All right, so you're arguing that basically money is fungible. Is that what you're saying?
Buddy is not fungus, Burbage.
That's going on a
That-
shirt.
I don't think that makes sense.
Money's not fungus.
Well, that's not what I was talking about. All right, well, we can discuss the gold later, I think. So, what else is going on in these journals? Nehet. Oh, this is Nehet. Hey, this is about Nehet. I fell in love with him. / her. But mostly him.
/ her.
/ her. Heard from Sam that someone named Nehet told him about a massive bounty and a couple of trow. Oh. I guess that is why Nehet was asking you about Corin. I guess he/she knew your parents.
That was like 3 hours ago, Burbage. Get on it.
Hey, I was asleep. You know that. Alright, so I don't feel like reading all of this, but... So wait, is our relationship with Nehet complicated now?
I mean, wasn't it always complicated?
I mean, is it more complicated?
You didn't actually sleep with the het, did you?
No, but I was going to. I was going to try. And I guess I'm just asking you, Vamaris, bro to bro, and I'll put my hand on his knee. Is it still alright if I try to sleep with Nehet next time we see him/her/him?
I mean, sure.
Alright.
I don't see how that's any of my business.
Well, you know,
Charity.
Nehet did tell.
Charity's just sipping tea.
Kind of. Nehet played some kind of part, apparently, in the murder of your parents, so just saying.
I mean, there will be questions.
There will be questions. Alright, sure.
I was gonna say, we can ask them about that, and besides, we've already killed the most deadly existence in being, so I'm pretty sure we can take care of them if we need to.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That's cool. Alright.
Burbage hasn't read that. I'm gonna, throw that specific journal at him. Be like, read this.
Read this shit.
God.
It's hysterical.
What do you want me to read? Oh, the part... What is this?
Which number was it? 6546.
No, it's 4879.
47. I'm the deadliest creature in existence. Oh, that's...
Now he's
We
dead.
killed him.
Yeah. We did kill him. That's wild. That's kind of funny.
What was the stone thing he fucking turned into?
I don't know.
Now I'm thinking about the fight.
It died like the rest.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, good that you've got these journals to look through, Vamaris, and these letters. Hope that it helps you with your processing. I myself feel great and no longer in need of any sort of processing of things in
I'm
relation
good to go.
my past.
You do still have the bounty that you thought might be Thieves' Cant, and of course.
Right. I'll shove that in Burbage's face and ask him about Thieves' Cant.
God, this is more reading than I've done in a whole month.
Do your job.
If you
Thieves'
read
Cant.
the Highdraw to you, Burbage, you absolutely hear the Thieves' Cant in it.
All right, read.
Nope, I didn't.
Yep, that's just.
Hey, I'm glad I'm reading
That's
it.
just straight up, yeah.
All right.
That was not a whisper.
I'll
whispered-
translate it for you.
I whispered one word to him, and then everything.
Please do.
Did you? Was the word here?
He basically. It just says
And-
Thieves' Cant.
That's good. That's good. We've identified the language.
God damn it.
10,000 gold pieces awarded to the member who kills Koran of the Prophecy. Incredibly elusive. They're planning something soon. Something that will allow his message to go on. This must be stopped at all costs. Individual must become a member of the Riddle Machina. Riddle Machina. Riddle Machina.
Are you sure it says that? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna hold up my hand. To be clear, are you just repronouncing the same word again and again, or does it actually just repeat a bunch of very similar sounding words in a row?
I'll look at Charity, look back down at the paper, look back up at Charity. I'm just repronouncing it.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Just making sure. It would seem like a very odd message in Thieves' Cant to spend that many syllables on basically gibberish.
Right, yeah, but you don't understand Thieves' Cant, do you? I do. Sometimes you just got to repeat things.
Okay. Does it
No,
say anything else?
It's good. It's useful.
Alright, but before I continue with this, can we settle on a canon pronunciation of this? Riddle Machina?
Machina.
Machina.
Machina? Alright, that's all I wanted. I'll go
I don't
on
know.
now.
Don't go with me.
If Corin lives, it will halt all progress made with the fates of Rin.
What's a riddle machine?
Oh God, Stormbringer. We just talked about this. It's Machina.
I don't think that's a word. What's a riddle machine?
I suspect that it's the group that's referred to as the Whispers in the Night, or Whispers in the Shadow, or Shadows in the Whisper. I don't remember what sort of...
Can machines whisper?
Hey. At this, Charity will actually just stop and get this kind of faraway look. I think it's a metaphor.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm aware. Well, whatever it is, it seems like your father was doing something that was going to halt all progress made with the fates of Rin. Made with, not made by. So, maybe his prophecy had something to do with the fates. Yay. Theocracy.
Maybe I've been working for the wrong side.
Blink. I don't think so?
Wait, but who are the Fates of Red? I thought those were like gods.
They were the gods in Federo that were there was Rin, and then the Fates of Rin were the sort of subordinate gods to Rin.
Someone's been making progress with God?
I only got so far with Bahamut, so I understand that can be a slog.
It's about 9 in the morning.
We should get going, and I'm going to start packing things up.
I agree.
All right. And you still haven't really looked in the box of the file box.
Yeah, when we stop later, I will.
All right. You pack up camp, put everything on the horses, and start to travel. Which direction would you like to go in?
Towards the plant.
All right. So that you kind of said that you could probably there's like a pass through these mountains here.
We'd also marked on our map the waterfall that Stormbringer needed to go to.
Yes, that was further down here. Right around here somewhere.
I mean, I'm not opposed to going there first.
And what was the fastest way to get to Cliff Mill? It was sort of to follow this branch of the river.
Yep, and then go through this pass in the mountains.
Yeah.
And then hook up to this river again.
I like how we're saying this pass in the mountains, which is clearly not at all marked on this map. Like, this pass in the mountains, and I think your first ping was on a mountain.
Yeah. Through this.
I understand. There's a pass there.
Area.
Does it feel like it would add significant time to go down to the waterfall?
I mean, a decent amount of time, yeah.
Which is less close to the place in the mountains that I may or may not be avoiding.
That would be like right here.
I like waterfalls, you guys.
Wait, no. Are you saying that the place
the thing is right there?
Yeah, that's kind of where you don't. Yeah, so I mean, they're both sort of close, but this one is certainly a little further.
Well, I suspect either way we'll just follow the river for now. Because I don't feel like setting straight out versus this relatively clearer path of the river would be faster.
True.
So we can probably get until like the river is trailing off into the little feeder streams.
Yeah.
And then decide if we want to cut south or just keep going straight east.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. About a day of travel.
Also, just as a question,
yeah.
Did killing that druid and, uncovering Vamaris's feelings do anything for us?
It hit an absolute milestone, the kind of which you would level up.
Indeed.
So you are free to do that. Let's do a tiny bit more story
That's fine.
of it, and then we'll. You're not gonna find anything until then. But you get another day's travel under your belt. You come to a fairly decent kind of dip in a hill next to the river, and you feel pretty secluded at this point. It's a much warmer day, and it's much more dry, and the night is actually quite beautiful and clear above you. You see all stars sprinkled throughout the sky tonight. So there's a box, Vamaris, that you have
Okay, fine, I'll open it.
not yet.
As Vamaris starts to open that box, I'm also going to turn to Stormbringer and be like, so about the Goliath that called you sister.
I don't think I have a sister. So that was weird and not important. We should see what's in this box.
Why are you fleeing your family / clan?
I don't know what you're talking about. We should see what's in this box.
You went and hid.
I don't hide from anything, Jared.
That's why I'm pointing it out as being weird.
We should see what's in this box.
Hey,
It's a really
Stormbringer.
cool box.
Stormbringer, maybe it would be easy to talk about this if you talked in ape grunts.
Okay. Roar, 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 roar. Box.
Wow,
Roar,
that-
roar.
Does sound like you have a real painful backstory.
All right, I'm opening the box.
Yeah.
That's the most
All right,
vulnerable you've ever been, Stormbringer.
You were only able to save a few things from the fire, so I need you to roll a d6 for me, please, to determine.
6.
Interesting. Okay. Good. There is a large golden scroll case at the bottom of these files, underneath like all the papers, and the rest of the papers seem kind of more mundane, like the deed to the house, the stable sort of business papers, leasing them from the town, receipts for adventurers, that sort of thing.
I probably set that all aside,
There
yeah.
is sort of a heavy golden scroll case.
Can I open it, or is it locked?
You absolutely can, yeah. You twist off the top, and a scroll sort of plops out. And you open it up, and immediately it's in Elvish. And I'm going to
Ooh.
go ahead and put that in your thing right there. Alas, the other 5 things were lost to the fire.
Okay.
Or
So
however
this
many.
note is in Elvish. For years we tried to find out who they were, the faces in the ground, but it was never our prophecy. The following is written to you from your new family's voice. Your strongest friend will read. Your most cunning friend will read. And finally, the one who regards you as perhaps more than friend, family. There are 3 sections of... No, that's not something that's out loud. The rest of it's nonsense. And I'm going to hand it to
Hand it to whom?
Charity. He can read the Elder Scroll and get blind with me.
Okay. So there seem to be, kind of 3 sections of nonsense scribbles, floating text, blurry letters, and just indecipherable runes completely.
Following is written to you from your new family's voice.
One of these sections, Charity, as you start to read, actually comes in a little clearer. And it's the second section.
I'm assuming I'm gonna get that somewhere.
Sure, yeah, would you like to...
I would... Well, I mean, I would keep reading it if it's starting to come in clearer.
There, I think I whispered the entirety of the thing to you.
And you did whisper it. So I'm gonna say, one of the sections is clear for me. It's apparently I'm the most cunning of your new family? I'm gonna shrug. I'll read it. From the one who's created a new path. A story. We are being hunted, and all our augury points to one fact. We will be taken from this world. A parent's story they write for their children is never blessed with foresight like ours. And while some give up their child as a curse, it is our single greatest joy. I will feign your own death in order to save you from someone you will find eventually. He has no idea that his entire part in this is our means of speaking to you one last time. Your own journey allows you to understand ours, and for that we are incredibly grateful. Follow this one's lead, and do not be afraid to transform for the betterment of those closest to you. We do not know how this will end. It is up to you. We trust you. I'm going to hand the scroll to Stormbringer. You are certainly the strongest.
Okay, I'll try to read that.
I'm going to ponder for a second, consider the sort of flowery language that it was written in, and cast guidance on her.
Yours was written in common, Chair. Stormbringer, you see actually Goliath. So this is written in giant for you.
Okay, I'm gonna read this out loud to you guys. From the one who's forgotten a memory, or forgotten, comma, a memory. You deserve to know your origin. You are not technically of my flesh. You are your father, or rather you were your father. We reproduced him. Another him in copied form that allowed the vessel for the prophecy to continue. You are fully physically Corin, and yet entirely someone else. You, Vamaris, are a contradiction. You then became my son. You were softer, you were kinder. You were what he tried to be. Yes, you were the efforts of a preservation of Corin, but you are so much more. These words will unlock a new memory in you. Parents and child, alone under the shade of tall trees looking at the moon. We think of you.
And both Vamaris and Stormbringer actually vividly see a very similar image in their minds of their own parents in this way.
I'm going to sway like I was just struck.
And I'm going to hand it, I'm going to sort of take it from Stormbringer. Thank you. And pretty clearly you're the one that thinks of him as more than friend or family.
What?
Who are you talking to? What? Excuse me, what?
It's cute, Burbage.
What?
Read the scroll.
No, let me look at this. All right. For the one who thinks of... Oh, yeah, no, I see the mix-up. 1 second. And I'll go and hand the scroll to Gary.
Okay. Gary starts to kind of chew on the
Don't!
end of it.
Just read the damn scroll, Burbage.
Okay, I don't
We can try to solve your discomfort with your own emotionality at a different time.
I'm not discomfortable, all right? I'm just not sure this is really for me to read, but okay, if you want me to. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. From the one whose demons creep to the surface still.
Accurate.
I'm gonna look at Stormbringer and be like, yeah, totally him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. We have run from those who would silence the prophecy. We attempted to hide it, by numbing it, by trying to forget it. But a destiny will not be ignored. You're growing in power. You are unlocking Koran's secrets within you, but this is not what makes you strong. It took a long time to understand that this was not our prophecy, but yours. We were not the ones to receive this warning. It is for you. It is for your new family. You are strong, yes, but it is those around you now, even in the midst of smoke and ash, that make you a force of nature, a true child of prophecy. I am so sorry that you cannot do what we have done and run and hide any longer. Our greatest burden was not some prophetic warning, but rather placing this weight on your shoulders from some marvelous beyond. We love you. And I'll make uncomfortable eye contact with Vamaris.
And you'll see tears.
I'm gonna step forward and enfold Vamaris in a hug. I know we still don't know what this weight is, what this burden is. But just as I told you I would help you find the man with the scars, you do not have to bear it alone. I will stand with you.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah, I'm with you. You have my axe. And I'll clap him really hard on the back.
Thank you.
I guess going by that, you have my ability to incinerate small villages.
And your wings!
Fair enough.
And my bow. My crossbow, and my short sword, and my I've got a couple daggers.
My weaponry general!
And now, are we all? Did Stormbringer
good
step
talk.
forward and join the embrace?
I clapped him really hard on the back.
I'll join it. I'll just join in there.
Uncomfortably rub the small of his back.
I'll wrap everyone, like all three of you, up in a really tight hug because you're tiny.
Alright, after the hug, whatever we face, I know that we're strong enough to prevail.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong, and you guys have proved impressive, even though you're weak.
Thanks.
I'm going to pat Stormbringer. I love you all.
That concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. If you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small, independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our company, our upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com, follow us on Twitter at HelpfulGoat, or check out our Facebook page at Helpful Goat. Thank you very much for everyone playing. Sorry for so much reading, but it was interesting. And from all of us on Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night. Have an awesome weekend.